Welcome back, guys. Kakati, who is playing games on us? Is it America playing games on us, the common people of the Ugandan nation, or America is playing games with the Ugandan government on us, the common people? Like, are we the pawns of this game? Kumangai, America closed off US aid. Because they wanted to sort of like handle everything that has to do with the American money, where it goes and stuff like that. That's understandable. So they close off US aid, and very many people lose their jobs. And now they come back with whatever they came back with, the health deal. And then later on, they close off Ugandans from going to the USA. But then again, they drop back on it, and they like, you're supposed to pay a certain amount of money with the visa bond. Emitwalo eyo gye basalawo gye bagamba tusasule. Simanyi oba bali mu kutusiriwalirako oba they are pretty much using our government nga bali mu kulimba abantu ba bulijjo. Anyway, I don't know. We are going to watch a couple of videos that try to decipher this whole entire issue. We are going to try to understand what exactly is going on with everything that has to do with the health deal Jebasa in last year. Kakati, let's first go into the first video and try to break it down. Please don't go away, because at the end, we are going to try to understand who is America playing games with. Is it playing games with us, the people, or the government? Atembo, they are banning this one. Atembo, they are banning the other person. Atembo, this government official shouldn't step foot in America. It's all crazy. Anyway, let's first watch, then we get to understand what's going on.
America has audacity, that's for sure. Or let me say, Trump has audacity. Earlier this year, Trump closed the USAID program in Africa. And here he said it was wasting money and there was corruption and, Africans were not becoming any better. So it's like American people were like, we've helped you guys enough. Sorry, our goodness has run out. People lost their jobs and everything just failed. When USAID left, there was a gap left in the African market. The Chinese came in, the Russians came in, the Germans came in. Everybody wanted to invest because the health industry is one of the fastest growing industries in Africa. America went back and they realized, wait a minute, we might have just lost access to one of the largest markets we needed. And so America and his dollar is also suffering. He's like, we need access to markets again. So they come out and they propose to countries like Uganda a deal of 2.3 billion health deal, and Kenya 1.6 billion. And what is shocking me is how everyone is concerned. Hey, our privacy, we are going to lose our privacy. I'm like, first shut up, guys. Do you realize this deal is giving access to American companies to come and do businesses in your market? Do you realize these people are going to make trillions of money out of like a small 1.6 billion deal, and you're caring about your privacy? If you know, the budget for America this year was $7 trillion US. What the hell is 2.3 billion on 7 trillion? In fact, the whole deal for all African countries, the whole health thing is costing them only 10 to 12 billion US dollars. That is just 1.7% of their total budget. So tell me, you like to feel relevant? No, let me tell you, nobody gives a damn about your privacy or health. People are here to make money. People are here to make money. And let me tell you, it gets worse. Because Trump still has the audacity. He's calling it America First, health. So they want to curb the diseases before they reach America. But listen, Trump has the audacity to even change a building that was named after JF Kennedy to Trump JF Kennedy building.
That's Nachi. Nachi is a very interesting TikToker. Now, this deal is where America is putting itself first, but it's investing in our health data. Anyway, a lot of people complained so much on the African continent, but one of the videos that stood out for me, I had to look for it so that I can come here and play it for you guys so that you can understand this deal better. America signed a deal with us. But remember, this deal, it's only them to gain. If they give you a 5 billion, if they give you a 2.3 billion or million or whatever, they have to earn trillions. And this deal was signed for 25 years. Can you imagine? So every year they are going to be collecting our data, but taking it where? Anyway, let's watch and try to understand it in depth.
As Africans, I believe we are underreacting. The United States has just signed a deal for the America First health policy where they get to monitor African countries for 25 years. These are the countries that have already signed on for the Memorandum of Understanding. There is no news coverage about any of these countries except for Kenya, whose citizens are pushing back, but none of the other countries are pushing back. And I'm going to show you what's in the document because they just released a 40-page message to the American people on what this looks like. Let me show you. This is when you open the document. It is the America First Global Health Strategy. There's like a bunch, but this is the letter from Shortman Rubio. And I want you to pay attention to this part right here. You can read the whole thing if you want. I want you to pay attention to the last paragraph, okay? Right here. It says, we will continue to be world leaders and the most generous nation in the world, but we will do so in a way that directly benefits the American people and directly promotes our national interest. Why, as an African country, would you sign a document that says that you're going to put another country's interest above your own? You can go through the whole document. They go through several points. The first point, making America safer by surveilling. This part's my favorite. The United States will continue to engage bilaterally to the maximum extent possible to strengthen global security for disease threats and increasing focus on countries where the outbreak is at a high risk. By maximum intent is crazy because that means they're willing to do anything and everything to keep Americans safe, disregarding African lives. And African countries just signed this. Yay. And then my favorite part of the whole document, it is the commercial partnerships with private and public US companies. The agreement is between two governments, but this part is for the United States handing over health data and sensitive information on Africans to private and public US companies. That's not gonna go wrong for the African people. I'm so pissed off that these African countries signed this because why?
So American companies are going to come here and collect your data and take it and probably do, but I think they're going to try to find cures for cancer, maybe HIV and stuff like that. So now America comes here, they give money to our government. But then again, later on, they turn around and they're like, we don't want your people in our country. We are going to ban you or give you visa bonds whereby you have to pay all the money that they put up to pay $5,000 all the way to like $15,000, which is ridiculous for a normal person. I mean, nobody's ever going to pay for that. In Busimani, you want to get a B1, a B2 visa. And recently, the American government is sharing like content on its Twitter, maybe Facebook, on how you can pay that money and why you need to pay that money and who is required to pay that money. But take a call post Singabagamba using fake documents can lead to like okusazamo your whole entire travel, like sort of like a travel ban to like your passport and stuff like that. Kutisatisa bantu in a way. America, guru, like when you go there, is it heaven? Anyway, let's try to understand what exactly transpired when they broke out the news of the visa bond.
Starting January 21st, 2026, Ugandans applying for U.S. visas for tourism, business, or family visits will be required to pay a refundable security deposit, commonly referred to as a visa bond, ranging between, get this, 18 and 54 million Ugandan shillings. Yeah. So the bond is intended to ensure compliance with U.S. immigration rules and is payable in addition to existing visa application fees. So if you're just going to visit your loved one there, on top of paying for the visa and your accommodation and all other travel logistics, you also have to pay between 18 and 54 million Ugandan shillings. Yeah. So now this measure affects applicants from 38 countries, not just Uganda, placing new financial demands on would-be travelers. In Uganda, the announcement has triggered unease among prospective travelers, businesses, and families who rely on short-term travel to the United States. Policy analysts and immigration experts have raised concerns about the wider diplomatic and economic implications of the move, warning that the high costs could limit people-to-people exchanges, hinder business opportunities, and strain relations with affected countries. Absolutely insane. Who has that kind of money to just pay a deposit just to enter America on top of all the other things you have to pay for?
Omanyi nga tukula, we used to think that abazungu bosi babbi, but at this rate omuntu oyinza kusaba sente ezo nobeera nga toli mubbi. That's like broad day thuggery. But anyway, bali mukuzanyira kwani ku mutwe. Who are they playing games with? Are they playing games with us, like the common person, or they are playing games with our government? Because I mean, if you're going to put a travel ban onto the people who are coming from a specific country, ate lwaki ojjane sente zate nozibawa? Because we understand, in relation to what the CDF shared, Chidaga, America is dealing with Uganda when it comes to like military relations. So that means there is sort of like a diplomatic understanding. Now, why are you putting travel bans on their people? It doesn't make sense in a way, but at the end of the day, when you're playing chess, there are pawns, and these pawns don't really matter on the board. They do matter a wee bit, but they don't really matter. So it kind of looks like we are the pawns, and our input doesn't really matter when it comes to like all discussions and stuff like that. Anyway, what do you think about this whole thing that is going on? Are we the pawns? Are we like the ones they are playing around with and again to suffering? Or they are genuinely banning the country? Nabali waguru na banning them. I don't know. What do you think? Put your comments down below. But seriously, this is not right. Put your comments down below and see you in the next one. Peace.